Day 2 here at Rewind Scotland 2016. We're having a great time here and we're talking to the guys that are making it so special. Anabella of Bow Wow Wow fame, thank you very much for joining us here backstage.
Oh, no, my pleasure. Yeah.
And I'm not blaming you. You're a little bit worried that you thought you maybe brought the rain here, but no, it's what we do. And you know what? It wouldn't be a proper festival without a little bit of a shower. And
really?
That's what we think it is in Scotland, a shower.
Okay, I'll take your word for it then.
How excited are you to be back in Scotland playing live?
I'm really excited to be back in Scotland because I have some fun memories of Scotland when we were doing shows back in the 80s and when I had, you know, my original band members and the guitar player who unfortunately passed away, Matthew Ashman. But they would always come up to us after the show and go, nice bow wow wow, nice bow wow wow. And it's like, it was so funny. I loved the Scottish fans. They were real. You know.
You're now back active with it and touring. I mean, this gig today is part of an extensive UK tour.
Well, it's not extensive actually. It's the shortest tour I've ever done, to be honest with you. But I call it the short and sweet one, and hopefully I'll have some bums in seats because otherwise it'll be my last. So I'm hoping we'll have some people at my shows. It's been a while.
That was what I was curious about. Is just how consistent it's been. How busy have you been with it?
Well, I've been doing a lot of shows in the place that wanted to hire a singer past the age of 35 because that's what happened. I was told I was too old when I was 32 and so I didn't know what to do because, you know, I sort of went, what do you mean? What about Rod Stewart? You know, well, he's still going, you know. So I don't know, maybe it's the thing about being a woman or because, you know, women kind of have a bit of a hard time in the industry, to be quite frank with you. And I'm not going to mince my words about that anymore because I used to, but I discovered through my own experiences that, you know, when you there's this mentality that if you're past the age of 35, even 50 here, that apparently you're ancient and you should be not talking to anybody and getting on with your life. But life is for living. And, you know, each one of us are here for a specific reason and a mission. This is what I truly believe because I'm a Buddhist and I chant Nam Myoho Renge Kyo. So I really believe that I think it's kind of sad when people put that judgment on you. I think it's up to these people out here all dressed out. They're up with the umbrellas and dancing. It looks so cute.
There's an enormous appetite for it, though. I mean, Leo Sayre's 68. He was on last night. He was fantastic.
Yeah, there you go.
Jeff Lynne is touring again. Going to make a new album. Going to play in Wembley. He's 68 as well. 68
Fabulous.
as well.
I'm glad
was
to
it
hear
Neil
that.
Diamond's in his 70s?
There you go.
There's definitely a
talking my language now, Neil Diamond.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So I think that the people want it. And
I hope so.
During all the weather here, just to see it all. Do you get, even after all these gigs that you've done through the years, what do you do before you go on stage? How do you build yourself up, psych yourself up?
I usually have a Coca-Cola. And I sit there and I have to sort of just be in my own zone because I like to sort of make a little bit of an effort before I go on stage. And I like to do a lot of makeup. I just like makeup. I have a thing about makeup. I use MAC, actually, which has been really good because over the years, when I first started out, I never wore makeup. And last couple of weekends ago, I did a show with supporting Boy George, you know, Culture Club. Mm-hmm. And he and I were both wearing makeup, and it was great. And I had to say to him, see, I'm wearing makeup now, George. Because like the first show that we did together, he was a guest artist. I wasn't wearing any. And he actually got me into that. I just sat there in awe looking at him, just making his face up. He looked amazing. So I kind of got the idea, you know, in my head, I better start, you know, putting some makeup on. Because obviously under the lights, it gets very hot. You get very sweaty, but also it's nice to have a different look, you know.
You talked about Boy George being a big influence. Through the years, who would you say has been a massive help and given you great advice?
Well, Malcolm McLaren was a really a big help back in the day when I was, you know, working with him for a hot minute. Malcolm was the manager who was the guy who started the whole punk rock movement, of course, and I didn't know that at the time. So, but to me, he was just a fascinating man to listen to, and he would always, you know, say things that got my imagination working. And I loved the way he would tell stories about the songs, you know, that we did back in the day. So I liked working with him, and he influenced me in that respect, you know, with his ideas. Also, I met a woman called, she was from the Ronettes, Ronnie Spector. Mm-hmm. I met her when I was in my teens. I went to see her at a club, and I was really amazed at how wonderful she sounded, and she still looked really good, you know. So that she worked with Phil Spector. I don't know if you are familiar with the Ronettes.
Right.
Yeah.
Well, that's great. I mean, and it looks like this is obviously your only Scottish gig at the moment, but I'm sure you got plans. What are the plans beyond this tour?
Well, we're beyond the tour. Yeah. It's up to the fans. Because if there are no fans, there will be no beyond this tour. I'm doing these shows. I'm doing Glasgow Audio, by the way. I'm looking forward to that one.
So you are. My apologies. It's right in the middle.
AnabellaL'win.com is where to go to check out what I'm up to and what I'm doing. Not the site that's being someone else is trying to advertise another band with a 22-year-old American girl, which does not exist effectively because it's not the band that I was in. But AnabellaL'win.com is where you can find all the details, and I'm hoping to. I've got the EP out. Also, just to make a quick mention, I did a song for a group called Specialized. They're doing, and it's for Teenage Cancer Trust. They're doing a couple of shows in November on the 12th, 13th of November, and they're doing a big tribute to Bob Marley.
Oh, brilliant.
So I got a song on there called Cheer Up, but I'm not actually performing at the show, unfortunately, but they got a bunch of other artists, so go support them if you get a chance for a Specialised project, because they're helping to raise money, obviously, for Teenage Cancer Trust in the UK.
Incredibly good cause. Really, really good cause.
Yeah.
Good luck. I'll see you on stage because I'll be bringing you on. That's part of my job today, which is good fun. So fantastic. Cool. I can't match you standing next to you with that beautiful hat, though. It's been wonderful talking to you. Anabella's Bow Wow Wow here at Rewind Scotland 2016 and live in Glasgow at Audio, which will be next month, 13th of August.
That's correct, yes, 13th of August.